Hi, this is Daniel Hooper from 1% Property, here with your weekly property market update for Kedron and the surrounding suburbs, coming to you on Thursday, the 7th of October, 2021. So what has been happening across our beautiful area, in our beautiful city and in Queensland over the last 7 days in property? We had 1,571 sales across Queensland in the last 7 days. It's a little lower than it has been over the last few weeks, but still showing very good activity. Auction clearance rate of 84%. That is up from 36% last year. If you've been watching my reports, you'll notice that last year, auction clearance rates jumped all over the place. 36%, 54%, 21%, up and down week on week. What I've been seeing in the recent market in our area is really that it's just consistent. 75, 85, somewhere between that mark. Every single week, we're getting auction clearance rates up in that area, which shows how strong the market is, shows the properties are selling at auction and people are getting the prices they want. In the inner north, we had 24 sales, which is a good number. It's a little lower than the last few weeks, but again, it's very solid. There's still a lot of properties moving hands. It's inevitable there will be some quieter weeks, especially when we're in the midst of school holidays. Some notable sales in the area. 16 Tathra Street in Stafford sold for 1.35. It's a nice house, 5 bedrooms. It's a good result. Also 363 Stafford Road in Stafford. That one I sold. We launched it on Wednesday last week, had it under contract on Sunday. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home on Stafford Heights, sold for close to $1 million, which I believe is a record for a 3-1 on Stafford Road. So as far as the media goes this week, there's actually been quite a few interesting updates. So obviously the cash rate was announced for the month of October. No surprises there. That was kept at the record low of 0.1%. APRA, I spoke about it last week, but APRA obviously are looking at trying to slow down the property market a little bit by restricting lending again. Now, when this happened last time, it did have a massive effect on the market because people got really quite worried about it. I think it's going to be less this time because they're focusing more on that, borrowing capacity and having no more than 6 times your income, which really makes sense to me anyway. So I don't think that many people really fit that criteria that are overextending that much. So I don't think it'll have a huge effect. Having said that, they have just adjusted the bank's stress test. So what the stress test is let's say you're getting a loan at 2.5%. The bank has a stress test as in, if the rates go up by X number, are you going to be able to pay it? Now, that has been 2.5%. So if you're getting a loan at 2.5%, they would test it at 5%, and they would work out if you're going to be able to service that loan. That's gone up by 0.5%. It's now 3%. So your 2.5 becomes 5.5. Again, it's a small measure. I don't think it's going to have a huge effect, but it could be, almost certainly is an indicator that there are going to be more measures coming in the future. And if they do something more significant, obviously that's going to have more of an effect on the growth in the market. Aside from the announcements this week, prices continue to rise at a significant rate in Brisbane, especially in the inner north, Kedron and surrounding suburbs. Prices have gone up 0.5% this week across Brisbane, which is a massive figure. And also they have gone up 21.7% in the last 12 months. So the average for the last 10 years in Brisbane is somewhere in the vicinity of 3 or 4% a year. So it's really, really, really high growth, which is obviously very positive for homeowners. And it's an incredible time to be on the market because properties are selling very quickly. Every house that I've sold since the start of this year, with the exception of one property, has sold in less than 10 days. And people they're not selling for discounted prices. People are getting the prices they want because after 1 week on the market, you're not in a mindset of discounting the price. You're obviously in the mindset of getting what you want and waiting it out. So prices are coming through and people are getting the prices they want and they're getting them very, very quickly. 7 to 10 days on the market is my average. As far as 1% this week, I've already mentioned 363 Stafford Road. We sold it in 4 days. We had 2 offers on the table. A property on Stafford Road close to $1 million. 3-bed, 1-bath, high-set home. Coming soon, we've got a couple of really fantastic properties coming up. 18 Scott Street in Kedron will be launching in a few weeks' time. It's a cracking triple gabled character home. It's on 640 square meters. It's a really, really great property. We'll be going to market towards the end of this month. 13 at 128 Barton Street in Everton Park. We'll also be launching in the start of November, that one. It's a beautiful 3-bedroom townhome in Everton Park. Very, very clean property. It's only 3 or 4 years old. So it's very modern, very well maintained, and it's a fantastic property for someone looking for a townhouse. And also 1601 at 100 Key Street in Brisbane City. That is launching on Monday. Cracking investment property. It's got a very, very good tenant in place. It's got around 6% rental yield, and it's in a good growth area. Prices in that building specifically have gone up in the vicinity of 30 or 40 grand over the last 6 months. So a lot of exciting properties coming up. If you have any questions about them, if you'd like more information, or if you'd like to get an update on what your property is worth in the current market, which I can almost guarantee is probably a lot more than you think, please give me a call, 0424 585 391. Otherwise, I hope you've had a fantastic day so far, and I hope the rest of the week is even better.